Hi everyone, welcome back to Through Alchemy. So this reading is going to be all about second chances. Does this connection or this person on your mind deserve a second chance or even a first chance if you're asking about someone that you're thinking about exploring things with? So we have three piles from the left to right. Pause if you need a little longer, pick the one which calls your name the most. And I'm going to start with pile number one. Hello, pile number one. You chose the card of Maiden. This will be a reading on whether you should give this person another chance or not. Maiden, 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 maiden. Something is very, very significant and karmic about this situation. Yeah, Maiden, there's so much to learn about the reason as to why you're attracted to this person. I'm hearing Carl Jung, philosophy of mm, Animus. So I think that it's possible for a lot of you, this person represents redemption in your eyes. You may not realize, but at a subconscious level, this person has the energetic blueprint of a parental figure. If you're a man, this person has your mother's freedom in reverse, and if you're a woman, this person has your father's energetic blueprint. I think that at first this connection had a shit ton of chemistry, camaraderie, friendship, loving feelings. I feel that your real self came out with this person's strength and freedom in reverse. Both of you felt the connection and commitment, still do. I think that this person is not an easy person to navigate things with, or that's how you're feeling right now, and you're very confused. I'm hearing big boy pants. You know that song or something like I need a big boy, give me a big boy. It's cuffing season. I think that the situation is requiring for you to look within through the reflection of this person, because this seems almost good enough a situation in your mind. If this is how you really feel so far, then this is your reading. Two of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It's cuffing season. King of Pentacles in reverse. Oh, I think that the answer is quite visible. Queen of Swords and the Fool in reverse. So, you know for a fact this person is not stable. You see potential, and that's what's got you hooked. Usually, you are quite strong headed, and I'm hearing classic, independent, strong women. Some of you are elder siblings. It's like for the first time, somebody in the beginning was able to just give you the nurture and the comfort that you always wanted instead of you always having to figure it out. But the comfort is something that you yearn for so much that you've maximized this person's potential as a situation of what you do in their shoes. There's some sort of trauma that has resurfaced for the both of you, but in specific, um, specifically for this person, that makes it difficult for them to now show up for you. Two of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Wheel of Fortune in reverse tells me that it's only an uphill battle from here. So I don't even have to like kind of call it out, that. And I know I'm talking about it in such a technical manner, but you, of course, have like very deep emotions, and I don't want you to take. It's like how I'm expressing. I know that the situation is a lot more sensitive for you than perhaps I'm hearing. And yeah, that's why I'm saying this. Perhaps anybody else is able to understand like how much you feel attached to this person. The situation definitely revolves around a wounded inner child that just wants to be seen, that just wants to be understood. I don't know if your friends have like given you the advice to stop listening to your intuition, or stop going so deep with this person, or stop trying to do, there's something about diving into the depth and the root of this situation that other people are not fully capable of, and that's why it's not their lesson and it's yours, or it's your situation and not theirs. And it makes me feel like that to dive deep into it, or maybe it's a bit of an out of box thinking, which I don't recommend everyone. It's like you feel that you can't stop yourself from like meeting this person. This almost seems like a situation, as absurd as it sounded, does work in some shape or form. That it's like the more that you go back to this person, you're reminded of why they're not good for you, and that's how you're able to move on. You know what I mean? Like you keep going back to them, or you still feel like there's, I don't know, threshold left within you where you're like, I need to see for myself, because the connection is so strong that I'm not able to sever ties just by the flick of a finger, or intellectualizing it and understanding that this is not right for me. Because at an mental level, I do understand this. I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb. I feel like what I saw in the beginning was something that I've never received, and the connection is so strong that it brings out the deepest yearnings from my heart that I just don't know how to stop myself. And I can understand and I empathize with this feeling, because it's not easy to recover from when you feel like you've been deprived of it. So I think that's why your friends or somebody else who's around you, or even your therapist, can't understand. It's like people think that this is some sort of dysfunctionality in you and this connection is really toxic. But I want to say that this is yours. Like, this is your life, and you're allowed to stumble on the same lesson as many times as you feel like it. I think you already know the answer, that you should not give them another chance. But there's also a situation of like humanity over here. I think that your heart is beating deeply for someone that maybe it's not even about the fact that I can make this decision, or I should be, or I can influence your decision. It seems like there's quite a strong attachment to this person. I feel like crying because of how deeply I'm able to feel your energy. You are smart, you are capable, but this person has touched an emotionally deprived part that nobody has been able to for a really long time. And that's why you're finding it really difficult, because and I'm hearing the song no matter what they say. It's like it doesn't matter what anybody else says. The connection is so deep for you that even when you don't want to treat yourself, or you don't want to be around them, it's difficult. And I think one thing that really helps in these situations, because trust me, I've had my fair share of karmic relationships, and nothing good comes out of denying your feelings or like pushing them down. I think that mostly divine masculine counterparts always shove their feelings because they don't know how to make sense of it, given the suppression of feminine energy. And I think if you're going to do that, it's just going to bounce back. People always think that having a rebound or talking to other people will take it away, but in my perspective, I think that it further brings out the yearning for the same exact person and thing and feelings when you try to go averse, or in the opposite direction. It's like an elastic, it bounces back harder. So I think that if people are telling you to just move on, let go, or I don't know, man, like, I think it's bad advice to say that you go back as many times as you need to learn the lesson. Honestly, I don't know what to say, but I do want you to consider the harm that can come from it. It does cause a lot of real soul burnout when you're just. I don't think that this decision can be made with logic. I also feel like it's important for you to know that, and you are aware of it, but somebody on the outside needs to tell you this is hindering your day-to-day life. But I also want you to know that this is your lesson. Like, I don't want to rip out your heart and say that, you're not allowed to make mistakes. It's like, I feel like I want to say that this is your life, this is your stage, and I wouldn't want you to give this person another chance given the situation, but it really depends on where you're really at and where's your head at with this person. I genuinely feel like crying because I think that at the end of the day, you just want to be loved. And I think that yearning is so much that I'm able to feel it, and I can understand why you feel such a push and pull with this person. Gifts in reverse, epiphany, and productivity. I think that, uh, I think that I'd say that don't be too focused on maybe how much you're able to get done. Just focus on the value of work that you're able to do. If it's possible to delegate tasks, or I guess white lies, like maybe say that you're sick right now, you can't work, things like that. I don't know. It's like, I think there's a generational wound that has been touched, and it's seriously hindering your ability to show up in life right now. That's the best of what I can say. I think this is one of those readings where you can't give a black and white answer. Even though I have given you an answer, this it can't be black and white because there's a human that has real feelings. It can't be logical and practical over here, I guess. This person wants to tell you that they like spending time with you. They want to make efforts. Oh, see, I said I was in denial about wanting more with you. I'm feeling the consequences of my action. If you think that they don't know, or they're emotionally stunted or whatsoever, this person acts a lot out of unconscious fears. They do things and then after a while they realize, like, oh shit, I did that. That's not the sign of a conscious relationship. I dream about you. So astral traveling is very strong over here. I wish that I treated you better. I told my family about you. Okay. So pile number one, this was your reading. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I'm gonna see you guys in another one. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number two. You chose the card of Kairos. So we're gonna find out if you should give this person another chance. This person has very sweet feelings towards you. We have air and balance. What's that? Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. My bad. This person could really like hip hop, rap music, or you. Kairos, Kairos, Kairos. There is truly a very strong bond here, like a soulmate bond. Something is very lovely and innocent about this. Synchronicity. Mythic time, standing still, slow motion, losing track of time. Oh, that's so cute. Something so fated, something so, red thread coded about this. It's like I found you exactly at the right time. I was supposed to. This person feels so deeply for you. There's this energy of this is a man that he may not be where he wants to be in life, but he feels like he wants to give you the world. And I don't know what took place. I'm hearing he fell back into his patterns, like he pushed you away, or he feels really bad about it, or they feel really bad about it. They're keeping in There's like a third eye moment taking place, so like this person is realizing about their own patterns. I take cards as I feel guided to. We have Empress and the Fool in reverse, Taurus, Virgo, Gemini, a Hermit, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles in reverse. Should I reshuffle these? Because these are exactly what I got in the previous pile. So much Virgo and Taurus, so I think you're really scared to let down your guard for some of you. Some of you are really excited. You just want a sign that you can go ahead with this. Page of Cups. I think that if something happened, there's an apology incoming sooner than you think. Like, yeah. Six of Swords and the Queen of Wands in reverse. So insecurities got the best of you. I think that both of you have not had such a sweet love or a bond. That there's a feeling of being immediately chosen. Like, these days people are very fickle-minded. They have this illusion of options, but I think that both of you have reached a level where you're like, it's not as good as it gets, but there's also this energy of like I'm content with who I have. So perhaps maybe this is as good as it gets. I don't know how to take that. That's what I'm hearing. And this definitely in the energy of majority of this energy does revolve around the divine masculine energy that I'm picking up on. But this could be roles reversed if you're a man watching this for a woman. But I think that this person wants to apologize, and either they already have messaged you, you're still talking to them, or you're thinking about it. But I think that this person has traits of being a mama's boy. Like they're really soft towards women, but they're also quite scared of their intensity, like how deeply they feel, and they fear that some woman is gonna get scared of how deeply they actually feel productivity. So they bury themselves in work, water and art, because this person, one of their karmic lessons on earth as a soul is learning how to stay authentic with their self-expression, because they're quite tapped in with their feminine energy, and that's what probably makes them a great partner and why they're so soft. But if they get triggered, it's like completely different side, like a very defensive person that comes out, and you're like, who the fuck is this? Because they have been taken advantage of, or they fear being used. I think this person is quite divinely protected. We have how teachable are you, and pay attention to the signs. For some of you, I think you're just projecting your past fears on this person, as valid as they are. Should you give this situation a chance or another chance? It's completely up to you, I think. I think the decision lies in your hands. Like, what you really feel like doing with this person. I'm leaning more towards a yes, but it's not a it's not a no. That's what I'm really feeling. It's not a no. It's like a make it or break it situation. Like, it's completely up to you. What do you feel like? I guess I'd say a yes. Like, why not? What are you? I feel like this situation, if you choose this pile, reflects about your own insecurities and what do you think you really deserve, or vulnerable, because the situation requires for you to be vulnerable with another person. Like, the basis of commitment, you have to be vulnerable, because there's a risk and reward scheme in relationships. Like, I hate to use the word scheme factor, where the extent at which I really want to leave you with this is the extent at which you want to be loved comes with the risk of being hurt at that extent. You know what I mean? And that's something quite profound that I just channeled. Because if you think about it in a very deep manner, it means that the way that you want to be loved and you open yourself up to be completely seen, which also means that it comes at the risk of being hurt at that magnitude. Because, and this, I'm not saying this to scare you, I hope you understand that, because you have to show yourself, and people hide themselves and they want to be met at that level, but you and this person, most, it's like you guys live vicariously through movies. That's what I'm really feeling. Like, through movies, art, you're like into art and poems, and I don't know, you read a lot, or both of you, like, there's something. I think you should start small. I think you should definitely give this a chance. Like, thread lightly, see how you really feel. If you want to, it's not that I'm saying that you want to be met at that level, so you're going to get hurt completely at that level. It's like you start small, you keep building a brick by brick, and slow consistency guarantees that safety. You're not completely jumping with both foot in. It's also not this, and it's like I feel like the pace has to be determined by you. My intention is to deliver this reading with, yeah, I'm channeling just the way I'm getting this energy, so I'm not going to abrupt it. I think that it's quite based off life's what you make of it type of a situation. um this opportunity is there for you. It depends whether you're going to move forward, because some of you have a deep rooted fear of commitment, and I think that the person you're dealing with is very capable of handling emotionally intense situations, but it does take a while for people to learn, to learn you, for them to learn you, and for you to learn about them. It takes years, and that's why I'm seeing the image of brick by brick. That's what I'm really hearing. I didn't value what I had. You're the one for me. Patience. I want to stop pretending. I want to open up. Thank you so much. I understand your needs. I think there's something about you underestimating like how much people actually know about a situation. I think that you've been around such emotionally unevolved people, like maybe you come from that type of family, or your social background, or your school, something like that. Something about when you were like a teenager that did build your perception around people, that people are dumb or people are just emotionally immature. People grow, so have you. You're not born emotionally mature. You develop that stance in life. You learn to be like that. You put effort in yourself, right? People can do that. It's really about the optimistic side of life and giving chances and not following these stupid TikTok, Instagram advices that, just don't take TikTok advices for relationships. You know what I mean? That's what I'm really feeling over here. You got to decide how you want to show up, what authenticity means to you. I want to take things slow. I doubt my ability to give equally to this relationship, and I rejected you before you could reject me. Okay, pile number 2, this was your reading. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I'm gonna see you guys in another one. Bye bye. Hello, pile number 3. You chose the card of Riddle, so I can immediately look at the image and see how confusing this may have been for you. There's a very sexually intense connection over here. One that purely imitates your attachment to another person. There's a lot of consuming energy. It's like you can't seem to get enough of this person. You always want to be around them. Riddle, 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 riddle. The mystery. Ooh. Metaphorical from logical to mythic. There must be a shift from the literal to metaphorical. Focusing harder won't do it, neither will increased effort, time, surrender, humor. So, this seems like a situation that manifests as you go along the way. There are certain physical barriers, like, I don't just mean like maybe long distance or job, career, or something like. I don't know if there's like building blocks or like compatibilities, incompatibilities. I'm not sure. Like there's something that either seems like a wrong timing. I don't know. There's a strong soul recognition over here. It seems like a soulmate pile, but this touched you at the deepest wells of your heart, and it brought out certain emotions that were very ugly. Commitment. So I feel that both of you immediately wanted to be with each other. Like there was no denying. It felt almost like love at first sight, perhaps, or like uh whoever the man is, masculine, divine masculine energy, seems like very possessive, very territorial, still to this date, till this date. I think this person has difficulty in claiming, or I think this person has difficulty in going for what they want out of fear of unworthiness. That could have caused you a lot of issue in believing them. Knight of Cups. Oh my god, there's quite a lot of energy about commitment. Four of Wands. King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, checks out what I've been saying. Two of Swords. He's sitting in a potty pose. It's like a lot of pressure on his, I guess, sacral and his root, but I'm picking up sacral because of the orange over here. It seems like he, or whoever this person is, or you as well, I think that this energy, this connection makes you really question your wants versus your needs in a relationship. Eight of Swords. This is a very intense pile. The more intense it is, the deeper the lesson is, but the deeper, deeper the lesson is, deeper the love is between two people. That's just facts. Ace of Swords. So you are aware of this person's incapabilities in this situation. You know that they deeply care. You want commitment, and so do they. It's like, I would love nothing more than being with this person. I recognize you at a soul level. There seems to be this resistance to flow in this connection because of how deep it really is, and it sounds like a karmic, like soulmate karmic, strong karmic undertones as of now. That I have a difficulty in accepting what is good, or like I get guilty about the too good to be true concept most of the times. I think that you both could work really well if you know how to manage the intensity, and that's why often the undertones of karmic connections don't last very well, because the intensity is too much. It's very fast paced. It's like burns brightly and then both of you burn out. So it's also because it imitates your deepest fears. So in terms of a life partner, I see the situation being very difficult because there's always going to be some sort of like trigger. You know what I mean? Like, you're looking for, I'm talking about it in the long term perspective because you have commitment cards. Like, you're looking forward to settle down in life, or you're looking at someone that's suitable for the long term. It seems difficult because the situation is so hot and heated, and as much as you really love them, I doubt the compatibility. Like, it can be worked through, but I feel like maybe right now you need to let go of this, because either it happens on your own and you let life take its course, and they find you later on in life when both of you are a bit more stable and you've had like, you've built your own life and there's specific focus on career and finances, like you're stable in that part. Because having money problems adds a lot of stress on relationships, and it adds, if you're someone that's goal oriented or just like, focused on your own independence, it affects a person's mood a lot. Like, having that stability, because it's related with your root chakra and your stability. When you have that money and you're carefree, it shows up in your life. You're satisfied with yourself. But this situation makes me feel like there's a lot of proving your self-worth or doubting if you're enough with the other person on both ends. Like, both of your inner masculines fighting for space. So I don't know if you're a woman and you struggle with like letting a man take care of you or whatever it is. I don't think I'm talking about the yin and yang, but there's some sort of two inner masculines. Like, there can't be two masculines. There has to be one feminine, one masculine. And source in reverse, grief, relation. Yeah, you guys want to be with each other so bad. I can see that, but I think that the lesson or the undertone at which this, or like the pace at which this unfolds, is too much to to have a stable relationship. And if you're looking for a life partner specifically, I think you know what I'm already going to say. Should you give this another chance? I think you should give this some space. I think, and the only way you can actually give this space is by severing or piecing. You're like, I was about to say piecing out. I mean, piece out on an energetic level. Like, step away from it for a while. And I know that stepping away always sounds like, oh, I have to let go of it. Well, yeah, I mean, you know what I mean. Like, I think that I can see the love, and there's like so much love, and I guess just commitment from the divine masculine end, that I want this woman to be mine, I want her to be mine, or XYZ things, like whatever it is. It could be same sex as well, but it's like that person is not completely in their masculinity, and you're still learning to adapt to the femininity aspect of it. So it makes me sad, because I think both of you know that you got to loosen the grip on this connection. You don't know where it's gonna go. Intimacy, because I feel like learning how to be intimate with yourself right now takes up so much space that it leaves little less to none to pour into this relationship with each other. I don't see bad intentions. I just I don't really follow the concept of like right person, wrong timing, but I could say that this is like, it seems, because in my mind, it's like, if it's the right person, then why is it wrong timing? That's what I think about. But it's possible, each two as its own, whatever you say that, however you say that, it's like, it's open for interpretations. But I think that right now, should you give this another chance, I think you should just give yourself some space. uh, there's something about self-respect as well over here. I think that both of you are caught up in this space where just too many things are coming up and it's difficult. It shouldn't be this difficult, you know what I mean? What, it shouldn't be this difficult. I'm afraid to lose myself in this relationship. I can totally understand that, because you're losing your own natural gripping, your ground footedness when you're around this person, because of how consuming it really is. And it's not the end of this chapter. I feel like it's just, there's got to be other chapters before this can reunite in your life. And if it does, and that's why you have to be brave when you're thinking about this, because for a lot of you, it's not just about emotions, about the practicality of it. Like, what do you choose to invest in for the rest of your life? I need to take a step back and reevaluate the situation. I'm scared of getting attached to you. There's definitely fear because of how consuming this is. I feel like this stems from the inner child as well. I wish I knew any better, and not again. I feel like the not again is about like how this person is sad that they're losing something so special, and it's like quicksand. Like, you're trying to hold it, but it still keeps falling apart. And that's what hurts so bad about this, I think. I feel betrayed and I do want this to deepen, like you do. Something like you walked away, it really hurt them. Like, they walked away, it really hurt you. Things tend to magnify, what? Magnify. Like, I stepped away for one day, I couldn't talk to you, and you're like blowing up my phone, like, what happened? What happened? What happened? That's how intense it really is. That's what I'm feeling. I can't stop thinking about you. Yeah. So, pile number 3, this was your reading. I'm going to leave it here. I really do hope that this was helpful. Information, personal readings is given down below, and I'm going to see you guys in another one. Bye bye.